that this BBL turned out being like too much. Like, to be honest, as I said, my legs are pretty skinny, so my ass was, I look like an ant, to be honest. Like in the first couple of months, because the fat also goes like away a little bit, I look like an ant. I didn't like it. Even people would like turn around and ask me if I had a BBL. This is not the whole point, you know?
Welcome back. Well, the family of a Tennessee mother who lost her life after undergoing a popular plastic surgery procedure in Miami is suing the surgical center and the doctor who performed the operation.
And it's a case the NBC6 investigators have been following for years now. Miriam Masihi.
Let me tell you, the flesh is never satisfied. Today's beauty standards are unrealistic. They are toxic. They are inhumane, and they are always changing. You have Ozempic, you have people taking GLP-1, weight loss drugs and needles to try to get skinny. You have cold sculpting, people sucking fat out of their stomach. You have skinny BBLs, big BBLs. You have breast implants, you have Botox, you have lip fillers, you have waist trainers, and even butt filler. I mean, there's all kinds of things that are done for women to just basically try to feel beautiful. And listen, I am not opposed to a woman doing what she needs to do to feel comfortable in her body. I'm not opposed to that. I know certain things, like I said, waist trainers, I know sometimes women need to do that after they have kids to try to get themselves back in order. So I'm not opposed to beauty regimens, beauty treatments, or really anything that's going to make a woman feel good in her body. But there's a level where it starts to get to extremity. And what we tend to see a lot of in Western media is extremes. People promoting bodies that are fake, they are airbrushed, they are edited, then the bodies themselves are edited with plastic, with surgery, with, you know, rhinoplasty, with all these facial stuff, and we're supposed to look at them and pretend that they're a natural 10. Just complete insanity. With that said, I saw this video of a woman. I don't know if she's an influencer. Looks like an attractive woman, but she talked about how she regrets her BBL. And I just wanted to react to it because so many women have gotten BBLs and are still getting BBLs and still want BBLs. And BBLs are incredibly dangerous. And yet I don't feel like there's enough information out there on why it's actually not really the root problem. There are a lot of women who think that they're one BBL away from being happy and having the dream life, and they get it and they're still unhappy because it was never about the BBL, because it was never about making their body perfect. They get the BBL and then something else is wrong. Then their nose is too big or too small, or they don't like the color of their eyes, or their lips don't look right, or they get older because that happens. Or, you know, I'm just saying there's always going to be something. As a woman, there is always going to be something that you're not happy with. Or there's the possibility there's going to be something you're not happy with. That's just the culture that we exist in. It capitalizes off of women's insecurities. So BBL has been a big trend, Brazilian butt lift, and you have women doing it, losing their life, and you have other women doing it, spending thousands of dollars and actually living with regret and then wishing they didn't. So that's why I want to review this video. Okay, let's bring it up. It's called I Regret My BBL.
What's up? So today is not about perfume. Today is about something different. And I'm also gonna spray some. Definitely gonna spray some natto, because I'm about to go somewhere. And yeah. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is BBLs and my thoughts on getting a BBL, because I had two. So yeah, back in 2019, I had my first BBL. Went there to Turkey, had a BBL, had it done, whatever, woke up, was happy, and everything turned out great. Because I didn't have no ass, literally my back and my ass was one like an iPad, you know? So yeah, I did it, and it turned out great. I loved it, whatever.
I know some of y'all gonna say you could just do some squats, or you could just do some deadlifts or different exercises. Yeah, I mean, it is a muscle there, so there are things you can do to add to it. But at the end of the day, yeah, you know, I've always wondered about this. I've always wondered, like, what all these women, are they doing it for the attention of men? Do they think that they're going to do it and life is going to change? Is it the kind of men that they want? Like, I've always wondered, like, what are the things that actually drive women to do these things? I think it's a variety of things. Anyways, I'm just gonna let her talk.
My fat was always in my stomach area and in my back area, and my legs were kind of small always. So yeah, probably. So I did that, and then into 2021, I did another BBL, because I wanted more, I wanted bigger, I wanted more hips, and I had a second BBL.
She wanted more, she wanted bigger, she wanted more hips. You remember what I said? The flesh is never satisfied. You get one and you're not happy. And then you get another one and there's something else you're not happy about. Let's say she had the perfect hips and the perfect butt and the perfect whatever. Then she can be like, oh, my boobs are too saggy. And then she gets her boobs pushed up. Then it could be like, oh man, I don't, my arms look flabby, you know. And again, I'm just making things up. I'm not saying this is what she did. But what I'm saying is a lot of times there's a hyper focus trying to fix the outside when we're not recognizing that the real void is internal. You feel insecure about yourself, you don't feel valuable, you want some validation from something, and it's like it has nothing to do with that. It's a God-sized hole that only God can fill. You probably need maybe a healthy relationship. Maybe you have daddy issues or mommy issues or whatever, and you're thinking that having a perfect body is going to feel that. And for a moment, you might get more attention from men, or you might get more validation from other people that you're wanting to get an initial rush, but it's not going to be able to address that internal void long term. And you know why? Because as soon as that runs off, as soon as that fizzles away, there's going to be something else that you're not happy with that's going to reveal that it was never about that. It was always about something else.
That this BBL turned out being like too much. Like, to be honest, as I said, my legs are pretty skinny. So my ass was, I look like an ant, to be honest. Like in the first couple of months, because the fat also goes like away a little bit, I look like an ant. I didn't like it. Even people would like turn around and ask me if I had a BBL. This is not the whole point, you know? So I was not feeling it anymore. Like in the first few months, I was kind of happy, you know, because I didn't see it until people like would tell me or ask me even if I had it done. So that's when I realized, okay, you can see it. So yeah, then I started like thinking about it and stuff, and at that point I was kind of regretting it, like the second one. I started to be like, yeah, I want to be more natural, whatever, you know. I want to look more skinny, and some clothes I wouldn't wear anymore because it would be like too much for me, just, you know. And yeah, that's on the BBL. Now I'm 32, and sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, what if I didn't have done it before? Like, what if I didn't do it? Because now I have a baby and stuff, and my body would have probably changed also with having a baby.
Yeah,
like maybe
that'll happen.
It's not that I wake up and I cry or something, but sometimes I'm just like, what would my body look like, you know? So yeah, that's my thoughts on BBL. So if you are planning or you're thinking about getting a BBL, I mean, it depends on how your aesthetics are. Like if you really like this Coca-Cola bottle, whatever type of aesthetics, get it. But personally, me, I would not do it. It's a no. And also if I go to beach clubs, because you know I live in Dubai, and if I go to beach clubs and stuff and I see like really skinny girls, I love that. I personally love it. Like that's my personal thoughts on this. So don't hate me, please. But yeah, what do you think? Would you get a BBL? Do you regret your BBL? Do you want to get a BBL but are scared? Because that was my biggest problem. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nothing. I went in there, they put the anesthesia in, passed out, woke up, got up, and I was like, yeah, okay, it is what it is. It was okay. It felt like muscle pain, like crazy muscle pain. Honestly, the only thing that I really hated about these BBLs is the part where you cannot sit, and the massages. And yeah, the massages were so painful. Like right after the surgery, the massage, I feel like this is more hurtful than the BBL itself. So yeah, think about it, guys. It's still like a very long procedure, and it is very dangerous.
Wow. Yeah. So, you know, I appreciate her opening up about it. No shame. I mean, so many women are doing it today, and it sounds like even if she wanted to hide it, she can't. Because I mean, the fact that there's people coming up asking her, then it's like, ugh. And then that's the thing about it. You have girls who do this, or women who do this when they're super young, no meat in their bones, haven't had any kids, forgetting that like your body will change. Your body will likely fill out. It'll get some curves in it. It's going to get something, and that's a whole other different thing. So, I appreciate her being honest about her experience. I do, to my understanding, I think you can actually get the stuff removed. Although, I mean, that'd be a third surgery, and it's also very dangerous. Like, people do die from that stuff, which is why it's wild to me. Another thing though, too, that I always wonder is, like, what is the main reason? Do women, is it just because they want to feel more confident in themselves? I'm like, can working out not do that? Like, literally, can squats in some of the deadlifts? Yeah, it's not gonna give you a big like butt, but I'm like, it can shake things out. It can add some volume. Like, is that not enough? Or do women really think that this is going to give them access to the men that they like? Not understanding that men will oftentimes look at those kind of women as just like a jump off or as a hit it and quit it, but they don't necessarily want to marry that. They're trying to marry a woman, and ideally a natural woman who feels beautiful and confident in her body. Because if a man is going to procreate with a woman, he wants to procreate with a woman that has healthy self-esteem, is going to pass it on to the kids, right? So yeah, so I always wonder, like, what is really behind these things? I can't say that I understand, but I'm appreciative of women who are open and honest about their mistakes, because we all make them. We can all learn from them. Anyways, y'all, that's what I have. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know. Leave your comments down below. Thank you so much for listening if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.